Welcome to the Gonzo Radio Sports Desk. It's going to be a truncated version of the show. Just wanted to check in. I wanted to make sure to establish some consistency so that you know that on any given night, especially here, the live feed, any given Thursday night at 7 p.m., somebody will be here for you. I'm here for you. So, of course, I'm Gonzo. I put the Gonzo in Gonzo Radio, the Gonzo Radio Network, and the Gonzo Radio Sports Desk, and I am everything. To my left is nobody. That's right. There's nobody else here. It's just me. I'm going solo. Matt the Maz Masaracchio is busy on assignment. Sure, let's call it assignment. So, yep, you're stuck with me all by myself here with my computer. I'm going with natural monitor light tonight. I'm not even going to use any extra light because for some strange reason he needs light, and you're getting old. You got to have some extra light for your reading glasses. But getting on to the news of the week, the news of the day, training camps have opened in the NFL. I think all the veterans and all the rookies have all reported on all 32 teams, and we are up and running. And boy, are we getting a lot of we're getting a lot of card offs. Not necessarily catastrophic injuries, although there have been a few, like in Cincinnati, and the 49ers are just taking a beating. Everybody, did everybody not stretch in San Francisco? Do they not believe in that on Shanahan teams? I mean, the coach is beat up because he got into a car wreck, almost lost an eyeball, got a concussion. He's so screwed up he can't show up just to be around the office. But they have an injury report as long as your arm, the 49ers. But if there was any time to get a rash of injuries and be hit by the injury bug, it would be now, in the first days of training camp. You have all the young fellows there ready to go and to take up the slack and take up the reps. And it gives the guys that are hurt a chance to, rehab and heal up, and then hopefully get back out and, training camp it up a little bit before the opening weekend. So that all being said, I can turn my attention to the Miami Dolphins because it's my show. I can talk all about Miami all we want. Speaking of Miami, the Miami Marlins got off the schneid 12-game losing streak. Finally put an end to that crap. Thank you, Phillies. It's growing pains for that team. I still like the direction that they're going in. I still like the moves that they're making. I still like the talent that they have right now. Everybody's asking if they're going to be buyers or sellers. How about buyers nor sellers be? How about you keep your shit and work on it? Okay, you want to pick up a couple of prospects here, a couple of prospects there for a little bit of this, but you know what your core is. There's a core 5 players with this team. I would even say a core 6 players with this team. Don't screw around with it. You got good chemistry. You even managed to pull yourself out of a tailspin, which was pretty freaking epic, let me tell you. Has anybody got an update on Max Myers? Max Myers has got an injury problem too, but the Marlins have pulled themselves out of their tailspin, and man, that was a way to come out of the All-Star break and just lay a dozen fucking eggs. Wow. I mean, losing Max Myers for a little bit, I'd like to check on Max Myers too. Is Max okay? But turning to the Miami Dolphins and their training camp, which by all reports and indications is going well. Yay. By the way, for those of you who are wondering why are we not on Facebook, that's Facebook's fault. Facebook algorithm, the chat bots or whatever the fuck you want to call them, they don't have a sense of humor, and they don't want to hear that I was appealing and telling a joke. So you know what? Facebook is a pretty useless medium to begin with as far as this podcast is concerned. So I don't miss them. I'm not going to miss them. We're going to move on to TikTok, We are going to move on to Instagram. We are going to move on to mediums where it attracts more people. I'm going to be more of a presence on Twitch. Yeah, Facebook, okay. I'm suspended for making a joke. Then I suspend you. You're suspended. Yeah. So there. Back to the Miami Dolphins. Training camp is a steam of a full steam ahead. It's a bit of a double-edged sword because with all teams, one segment of either the offense or the defense is going to be a little ahead of the other. And right now, considering that there were significant acquisitions on defense, and considering that our defensive backfield situation is a little tenuous at best, with injuries, including Storm Duck, a guy who was expected to take some playing time, it's encouraging to hear that the guys that are out there are making plays. Okay, I mean, you're making plays against Quinn Ewers and what's his name? What's his Cameron? That's how much I'm paying attention to him. I'll have the name for you here in a minute. But the Miami Dolphin defense is turning the ball over, and they are very turnover conscious. That's the name of the game. Sure, we're going to go after the quarterback. Sure, we're going to try to play as well of a coverage scheme against the pass as we can, but when you get the ball, you may not finish the play with the ball. And that is the reason why they went and got Jacob Rodriguez. That's exactly the reason why, because the whole philosophy is get the ball. That's what the defense's priority is going to be. And so far, they're beating their offense up, which is good for the offense because they got to learn to take care of the ball anyway. And if they have a problem with ball security, then that 4-13 record that everybody keeps talking about, that could happen. Because no matter how good I've seen great defenses, great defenses still had terrible offense and go 4-13. It is what it is. Sometimes you get one side of the ball gets ahead of the other. Other concerning things is Ollie Gordon has been the one who's been fumbling the ball a lot lately, and Ollie has been lobbying for playing time. Not a good look. A lot of people have been putting the ball on the ground. So early returns are aggressive defense, slapping the ball around. They don't have the pads on yet. They're not doing 7-on-7s because Halfley doesn't like 7-on-7s. See, this is another thing that I like. And keep stacking up the things that I like, because I like hard-nosed football. I like game simulation. I like doing the hard stuff in practice so that the hard stuff is easy in the game. We had a lot of style, and we had a lot of style and very little substance for the last 4 years. Now we got a lot of substance, so we're going to see how that works out. I'm a homer. What can I say? What can I do? On to the regular or the rest of the NFL and fantasy football season coming up here. We're seeing a lot of vacillation right now. The 1 and 1A between Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson. There's two schools of thought, and these are super talented, multi-talented guys who are the focal point of their offenses. You can't go wrong at one or two. Okay. And even if you do something crazy like pick Jamar Chase at 1, I don't blame you. He's going to be the best wide receiver in the NFL. If he plays 17 games, he will be numero uno. He will be the one. He will be the man. As with all superstar players, nothing can slow them down except themselves. So with that in mind, stop sweating it if you're at the top of the draft order. Just find somebody you want to make the focal point of your offense, of your team. Yeah, I think that's about it. I just wanted to make sure that we got back here. We got some content. We got on. consistency, schedule. I did not open up the. See, I'm in charge of everything. Usually I let Matt jibber jabber for 3 minutes, and then I jump on and I check out how the traffic is on YouTube and talk to anybody on the chat room. But I don't know, being a host, it's kind of weird doing that, so I'm not gonna do it. But let's just check to see if anybody's actually here anyway. I don't think you are. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's just me. For 3 minutes, and then I jump on and I check out. See, I can hear myself. It's a little creepy. Yep, this is what happens when you don't have your own producer. Nope, nobody loves me. It's okay. That's what we're doing. We're setting up consistency, and we're putting the thing together. Simple as that. The same way with the set. There's going to be a little more set craft going here. You're in on the fledgling restart rebrand days, so remember those days. Me, I'm going to take a powder. All right, we're going to see you guys again next week, 7 o'clock, bright and early on a Thursday night, 7 p.m. As always, for both of you that are watching the show, like and subscribe if you haven't already done it. And if you have done it, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for liking and subscribing. We'll be back here next week, 7 o'clock, Gonzo Radio Sports Desk. Peace.